Hello, and welcome to another episode of No Small Roles, a D&D podcast where there are no small roles, and Gwendolyn's gift to Juna was genuinely a tea caddy and nothing sordid, you naughty-minded lot, you.
Disappointing.
It's just a tea caddy. It was something, a lovely little box to put your tea in. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm David Knight, your Dungeon Master, and I'm joined by this glorious party. Say hi, everyone.
Hey!
Hello!
Naughty.
Is everyone ready to set off on your next adventure?
Yes! To
Yes.
adventure!
Yeah,
Then
bring
let's
it on.
cue the theme tune.
Prepare your party of players and polyhedral dice. Your tragic backstory better be worth the sacrifice. Seize your sheets and D20. Let's play D&D. Your haggard characters swaggers with daggers in each hand. You've all discussed what you must, but even better laid plans. Take a turn when checks are missed.
Roll initiative. Brandish your blades. Don't fail your saves. No risk too great, no choice to roll. This is your story. No guts, no glory. Confront your fate with every roll. Every
Rises inside, one who will pay the price. Their chance of success will rest upon the dice. No risk too great, no choice too bold. This is No Small Roles.
So, with the party in Vernock Rise for the Heart of Spring celebrations, they drew names and set about the city in search of the perfect gifts to give each other. Enkidu found a magic flute for Gaius, Orin had a shield engraved for Enkidu, and Juna eventually found some magical books for Orin. Gwendolyn's search led her to an establishment of a certain kind, where she ordered a tea caddy for Juna, along with 2 friends as entertainment for the evening. Gaius, disguising himself as Heron Ilwyn, managed to acquire a small music box for Gwendolyn, and sent the bill onward to the Arcanist Consortium. After a procession to celebrate the day and a traditional planting of flowers at sunset, the party returned to their lodgings to find Juna's gift ready and waiting. And we're going to pick up the next morning, because we're going to see what happens inside that room.
The theatre of the mind.
What happens in the room stays in the room.
Stays in the room. But the next morning, Juna, Orin, Gaius, Enkidu, you've all gathered downstairs for breakfast. So you're chatting away, and again, the breakfast is quite a nice spread. A lot of it's like leftover food from the night before that's slightly been reheated, but still tastes good. Everyone wants leftovers.
Yeah.
Christmas Day leftovers are absolutely banging. So
I got a blender for Christmas, like a sort of smoothie maker.
I was kind of worried where this is going.
And I once made a Christmas dinner smoothie.
Oh my god.
And it looked vile, but tasted amazing.
No. That's impossible.
I think you've gone too far there, Vicky.
Oh my gosh.
That's made me feel a little sick.
I believe you that it tasted good.
Oh
but
my
It did taste good, yeah.
As you're all sat eating, and boys, I believe that you were having a drink the night before, so maybe you're a little bit hungover, a little bit delicate. Juna's gift, as it were. Forrest and Kath both make their exits, stroll down the stairs, sort of give a quick nod to Juna on the way out.
Good to meet you, Forrest. Good to meet you, Kath.
And you, Juna. Absolute pleasure spending the evening with you.
Oh, likewise.
They wander out of the door. Shortly afterwards, Gwendolyn makes her way down and joins you all.
Well, good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Gwen.
Morning.
Did you all have a lovely evening?
Yeah, we had a
Yes.
nice night drinking down here.
Feeling slightly delicate.
Yeah, we're a bit delicate on the delicate side. Did you guys have an eventful evening?
It was very eventful, wasn't it, Gwen? We played some beautiful games. And, oh, look, this is what Gwen bought me.
It's a tea caddy.
Look at the tea bags.
So it is.
I tell you what, We did so much teabagging last night, didn't we, Gwen?
Well, we had quite a few cups, I'm not going to lie. Yes, it was such a shame when you left, Juna, though.
Oh, dear.
So, which destination are we picking for today?
They actually stayed over and we just had a big, massive spoon. And they both gave me a kiss on the cheek as they left. It was lovely.
Okay.
I didn't realise people here were so friendly.
I'm going to tell you something, Gwen, that might make you laugh.
Oh, really?
I've been in a very similar situation a few times before, where someone's bought me some friends to come over with various things, tea, sometimes vegetables, sometimes a stew every so often.
Oh.
And when they come over with some very special toys and offer a very special service, if you catch my drift.
Oh my gosh.
And I thought that's what you'd bought me for the Heart of Spring.
I mean, that is what I bought you, isn't it?
No, Gwen. I thought we were going to have an orgy.
Oh my god.
I'm not disappointed that we didn't. I thought it was a beautiful gift, but I've got to be honest with you, Gwen. I thought, goodness gracious me, she's run out of her wedding. She's buying her old maid an orgy for the Heart of Spring. I don't, yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen.
Oh, I didn't know you could buy an orgy.
You can buy anything.
Wow. Well, I mean, I don't know if I feel like I'm a bit shortchanged now.
Oh no, it was spectacular. But I am relieved that it was tea.
Oh, good. Well, as long as you had a nice time, and they were very
beautiful
pleasant,
time.
lovely
they were
people,
lovely. And this caddy is gonna be just beautiful. In fact, does anyone want a tea for breakfast?
Oh.
And Kidi's just staring into his cup. He's not here. He's just looking into his cup. I didn't hear any of this.
Well, that was not the gossip I was hoping for today, but fine, that will do.
I'll have a tea.
I will certainly.
Yes, I would love a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Which one do you want?
Oh, there's options.
Oh, the dragony one.
You can have the dragony one.
Yeah. So, in the box there's about 20 Twain-Tide bags. There's 15 Dragon Barley bags. There's 30 Dravane Standard. That's like a breakfast tea. And there are 15 Witch Brew, and then just one Focus.
Okay, gang. So, Enkidu, you asked the question earlier on before, but which way are we going?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe we should pick the one that's easiest to get to from here.
Which is, remind me.
Just into my notes.
Everyone diving into the notes here.
Oh, it's got serious. We're not just buying presents for each other and
Oh, I've got copied Ben's notes written down.
Oh, but my notes aren't good because Ben's notes are basically, Ben, listen to the recording as you edit it, and I haven't edited it yet.
Let me go to my notes and I'll resend you the notes that you should have.
You just follow the yellow brick road.
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 Oh.
Oh my god.
Which direction did we travel in to get to Forlos Vale?
Northeast, right?
You're in Vernock Rise. You're not quite at Forlos Vale just yet.
Fennet Rise.
But you've basically been travelling east from Tillisham.
David's just sent us the stuff again.
Yeah, so to the south there's a tower on the coast only seen by moonlight. And then to the east there's the Forlosian Hills is a note that reads that Archmagus Haston said to have wandered into the hills before disappearing entirely. And then to the north, which is the third option, in the Golden Forest of the Lake Ward is a note that reads, descendants of Archmagus, Arida Wingthrup, fiercely claimed the eastern edge of the forest, likely hiding something there. I think the south one we were told is the closest, right?
Oh, was it?
The south or the east one. And if we go south, we go through Twain-Tide.
Oh my
I mean, that's
gosh.
decided, hasn't it, frankly?
What? The Twain-Tide?
The Twain-Tide
Twain-Tide
of the
region.
tea.
Mm-hmm.
It's also nearer to get from the south one to the east one. Like, they're closer to each other than the other one.
Can we go east and round, and then around to the south? I don't know. Because we'd have to come back on ourselves to go back to the east one.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
So that we need to make sure we've got enough room for as much Twain-Tide tea on the way back.
We've got a caddy now.
Yeah, we've got that caddy to fill, but it's pretty full at the moment, so...
South first or east first?
Shall we roll?
That's a fair idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Shall I roll a d20? Odds is east and evens is south?
Yeah, go for it.
Go on then.
Evens, south.
To the south.
Now, can we trust Vicky's roll there, or does she just want to go to Twain Tide?
I know.
Yeah, that's a biased
See the
dice,
roll.
that is.
So are we thinking we head south and then we make our way up round to the east and then head north afterwards, all in one big journey? Is
make
that
it
the plan?
a full circle. Why not?
Or what is the idea that we come back in between? Are we meant to be reporting back?
Well, we just pick a direction first. I mean, anything could happen in this place. What if we're getting tangled in a crown-like situation in each place? We don't know.
Well, we don't want to get into the situation. He just said to watch the situation and see what's there, right? He didn't say to get tangled or ensnared or anything like that. Right?
We're getting information, really.
Yeah.
True.
Perhaps Heron has a way of us being able to check in with him, to send information back to him. I suppose if we make sure we have a meeting with him before we leave, just so he knows what's going on.
I don't
he might
think we
be able
can
to
have a
help us
meeting
out.
with him before we leave. Didn't he say that he doesn't want to...
No, he doesn't want to speak to
It
It was
to
just
us.
yesterday we couldn't see him again.
Oh, okay.
Couldn't we just maybe
We
go
can
up to
send him a message, maybe?
go up to the gate and then
Or tell him to come down to us. He might come find us here.
yeah.
I heard he was dancing down one of the streets yesterday.
Really?
Oh, really?
I heard it from Jenny, the cobbler in the town.
What? There's another Jenny.
Another one here. Copy and paste NPCs.
Yeah.
She's like the nurses off of Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
or Mrs. Rabbit in Peppa Pig for the younger listeners.
Yeah.
If we head east, just saying, and then go south, and then go north, it takes us via the Lockholt Wood, so we can check in on the henge.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, are we changing plans then to go to east then first?
What?
I'm just saying that that's what we could do.
And just as another thought, if we're only going to one, I mean, I was sort of planning on heading north myself anyway, so anything that's heading that way, I'm more of a fan of.
Well, I guess we need to ascertain if we're doing one and coming back, or if we're doing all three, don't we?
Yeah, okay. Juna, could you just send him a quick thing and just be like, hey, asking those two questions, which one are you in need of us searching first, is it?
It's whether he wants us to do all three, or just do one and check back
I think
in.
he
Yeah,
wants us
that's it.
to
That's
do
the
all
question.
three. But I think the order and how we do it is up to us. He hasn't given us any specific orders.
Or I can message him, but I got to be 120 feet away.
That's pretty near, you got to be.
Yeah.
That's pretty near.
Well, I mean, he's left us with some very vague instructions, so I just assume we interpret it how we want.
Oh,
Oh, your book, Orin.
Orin's book, yes.
Yeah, I can send him a message. I don't know if he can reply.
Well, perhaps we tell him to come meet us down here.
Yeah.
And then he just has to.
I'm just a little concerned that he said he didn't want to kind of... Is it only yesterday he didn't want to be seen by us again? I kind of picked up the impression he kind of didn't want to be seen around us.
Or maybe he could do his little illusion-y thing into one of our rooms, and then he wouldn't have to be seen coming down here at all.
Yeah?
It's true.
Yeah?
Okay, so let's work out how to do that then and get on the road.
Okay.
Why don't you all come up to mine and Orin's room, and are you going to send this message? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, if that's what we're doing.
Let's do it. Come on.
Yeah, okay, let's go then. Let's go.
So you all head on up, squeeze into Orin and Juna's room. What are you writing in the book, Orin?
So I think Oren's going to get out one of his quills, and he's quite excited to try out the book as well and just test it out. Finds one of the pages. Dear Heron. Overly formal. Okay. We've got some questions about the mission. Can you send your illusion to the Drakes for a brief chat? Sorry if this has appeared on your desk in the middle of something else.
That's like 30 plus.
I don't know if there's a limit.
For this, it's as much as you can fit onto a page.
Oh, so it's like, okay, cool, sorry.
There's a brief moment after you've sort of finished writing, and sort of you decide that that's the end of the message. You take away your quill, and there's just like a very small arcane ripple that you see across the letters, and then the entire page just like fizzles up. So it's like a little crumpled, or it almost looks like it's burnt or like really aged very rapidly. So you can't use that page anymore. But shortly afterwards, you do receive Heron's voice in your head. He says, "Can't visit Be careful how you use that spell. Everyone can see. If you have any more questions, please direct them to my butler. You get the sense that you can respond to his voice in your head as well.
Oh, okay. Heron, sorry about writing on the desk in public. Which one of the three are we meant to go to? All we need to know.
Again, there's a short pause, and then his voice appears in your head again. He goes, any and all, if you can.
Do I sense I can reply?
Yep.
Any first?
There's another brief moment, and then you get the sense that he's slightly exasperated. He's like, nope.
Okay, no, thought not. Cool. Thanks. Sorry. Bye. Back soon.
There's no response from that afterwards.
Okay. I don't think he wants any and all of them is what he wants us to investigate. It doesn't seem to matter which order or which one, any or all. So, I mean, one or more. It's up to us, I think.
I mean, where would you like to go?
I want to go north.
Then let's go north.
Yeah, I concur.
Sure.
I have no preference.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go.
To the north, in the golden forest of the Lake Ward, the descendants of Arch, Magus, Arida, Wingthrop fiercely claim the eastern edge of the forest, likely hiding something there. So we're off to the golden forest of the Lake Ward.
Well, that sounds nice.
I'll just go grab Bessie.
Yeah.
Let's get some food for the journey.
Yeah, how much does it cost to stock up?
Yeah, if you all want to sort of spend an hour or so getting yourselves ready.
Is there any health potions nearby, or places where we can buy health potions?
Make an investigation check.
21.
21. Yeah, you do find a shop called the Well-Stocked Cabinet, which is, from the looks of it, is like alchemist supplies, but they've also got a few potions out on display as well.
Okay, I'll just wander in and go, hello, good sir, or madam. I am from the consortium, and I would like to purchase any healing potions that you have.
And there's a young half-elf with sort of blonde hair tied back in a very strict braid. He sort of looks at you and says, most orders for the consortium are handed to us via the consortium.
Well, buddy, this is just a bit off the books, yeah, see? So, go on, give us a discount. You know you want a handsome fella like yourself.
I don't know who you are. I can assume from your tone of voice that you are not from the consortium. But we do have some potions upon display if you need any.
Go on then. What you got?
So if you have a brief glance over the collection, and there's a fair range in amongst all of the ingredients that are all got very different colours. If you're looking for healing potions in particular,
yeah,
they are marked up. There are a few sort of red bottles lined up down the front.
I want to know what the price is just for one standard one.
Yeah, they look at you, sort of look you up and down, sort of direct you over, and there's no price tags on the bottles themselves. They say, I could sell you 3 for 200.
How about 1 for 20 on friend's discount?
How about 1 for 80 gold pieces?
Okay, how about 50? We'll do that. Good friends. Come on, buddy. We'll go with 50. You'll save a life, you never know.
I mean, 80 is the cost of them.
Yeah, but
50 is
friend's discount. Come on, buddy. I'm from the consortium. I'm a bigwig. You can trust me.
Make a deception check.
I'm going to do my best with that.
Can I come along and be like, oh, it's you from the consortium, and have an advantage?
I'm gonna say no. It's very funny, but
16.
16.
I didn't need it.
They look you up and down. They say, for 50 I can give you the ingredients, but you'll have to construct it yourself.
Oh, for God's sake. Alright, fine, buddy. Okay, fine. And I will give him the 80 gold.
Oh, 80. Wonderful. He was buying a prepared bottle. Hands you over a basic healing potion.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much. And he will walk out.
Oh my gosh.
Pleasure doing business with the consortium.
Totally got away with that.
Thanks, June. I appreciate that. Appreciate the help, though. I'll just throw that to Gwen. Just be like, hey, Gwen, in case we need it in a pinch, you hold on to that.
Oh, okay. Thank you. That looks useful.
So, for anyone looking for general rations and things, you can find them for 3 gold pieces, 10 days worth of rations. Fairly good ones as well, not necessarily just like your basic biscuits and dried meat. This is it's stuff that actually tastes nice, and there's a few more like packs of ingredients that sort of go alongside that to turn the basic ration into a meal for you if you should need it. Is anyone else looking for anything in particular to take with them on the road?
Yes, please. So, question. So, have I had any chance to look through Juna's lovely book that she's given me?
Yeah, I'll say like during the night and the morning, like you've had a little chance to have a quick look through.
And have I got an idea of kind of what reagents and stuff that I might need to make useful stuff?
Yeah. Each of the things comes with a list of ingredients so that you know what you need to prepare it.
Okay. Can I buy like general ingredients, or do I need to buy ingredients for a specific thing?
There is some crossover between the different recipes in the book. That there is some sort of basic sets, but then each of them seems to have like 1 or 2 like specialty ingredients to just give them their boost.
Okay. And expense of asking lots of questions, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Like what sort of potions are in there? Have I had a chance to have a read?
So the 3 that stand out as sort of, it is a fairly academic book as well, so there's a lot of like general theory and stuff. But the 3 that you can see that are straight away usable is a basic potion of healing, the recipe for that, a recipe for some basic poison, and a recipe for something called bottled smoke.
Ooh. Do I know what bottled smoke is, or I'd have to...
From the description, essentially it's like a little smoke grenade.
Oh, that sounds fun. Can I go back to the well-stocked cabinet?
You can.
Just as Gaius is leaving.
Yeah.
All right, guy.
Yeah, don't tell them you're from the consortium. It doesn't work.
I wasn't planning on it. Why would I tell them that? I'll tinkle the bell and go into the shop.
Welcome to the well-stocked cabinet. How can I help?
Oh, morning. I'm looking for a few bits and pieces. I've got a few recipes. I'm looking for reagents. Well, a couple of things. Either how much the stuff I'd need for this, pop down the recipe for the basic potion of healing.
Oh yes, we can quite easily cover all of that.
Yeah.
How many batches are you looking to prepare?
I don't know. I guess can I make it in bulk?
Oh yes, if you have a large enough cauldron. Though of course I meant more quantities. Are you looking just to make the one?
Oh, maybe just to start with, just to...
Yes, I can offer you the full ingredients there for 25 gold pieces.
Okay, and just out of interest. Just out of interest.
Okay.
Sorry, gay. Pop down the bottled smoke recipe just to see how much that would cost.
Oh, that's a very interesting one. Yes, that will only come to 15 gold pieces for that.
Oh, good to know.
Shall I gather the ingredients for both of those?
Do you know what? I think for the moment, because there's one more thing I want to get. Can I just get the ingredients for the bottled smoke?
Just the bottled smoke? Absolutely, the 15 gold pieces.
Yes, please.
Yes, absolutely. And they start moving around each of the little shelves in the room and start gathering little vials of things to give to you. Eventually comes back with a very small little package of ingredients.
Thank you. I'll pop down 15 gold.
Pleasure doing business. Please come back anytime. More than happy to see burgeoning alchemists amongst us.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, okay. I'll come back next time I'm in town.
Please do.
Tinkle the door.
No. I know it's pointless, but I would really love to make the gallows cough potion. I'm not gonna, but that's what it makes me want to do.
Completionist.
Like, actually make it. But not.
Baby David, if I've got time, I've got one more shopping thing I want to do. Sorry. Shopping episode part 2. Just what our audience were looking forward to.
Holidays.
I'm looking to buy a pearl worth 100 gold pieces.
Ooh. Make an investigation check.
Yeah. Natural 18 for 25.
25, yeah. And for ease of time, I'll say, you find yourself in a jeweller's shop who quite happily sells you a pearl that they have for 100 gold.
Nice. Thank you. Shopping done.
Shopping done.
One tiny thing.
Mm-hmm.
Could I have... Very basic. I just realised I didn't choose my 3rd cantrip for level 4. I chose Prestidigitation. And as such, as a minor thing, I want to have a basic book of the arcane to read on my travels.
Cool. Yeah, you got that as in you want to go buy one, or just...
Yeah, let's go buy one.
Yeah, like you wander back to Bibliosity.
Yeah,
you find a really basic book for 5 gold pieces.
Sure.
That, it just teaches you some like little wizardy things.
Cool.
Before I go, is it cheating to do one more flower check on the flowers?
What?
Or have I missed my opportunity to do that now?
Lots of people are taking down the decorations from the day before. Some of them are still up, so you're welcome to do checks on, like, as you're wandering through the streets.
Yeah. What do I add to it?
Your charisma.
17?
17. There are a few flowers that you think look similar.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing with 7 petals, though.
Okay.
There's a few that sort of similar shaped sort of petals. You get excited, but then, like, as you count it, it's either 5 or a 6. Sometimes
I'm not
it
interested in 5 or
overshoots, and it's
6.
like an 8 even, that you're like,
No. Cool. Thank you.
What the heck is that?
Yeah.
What I love about these flower checks is how involved Daryl is. Every time you're like, what is it? What does it mean?
What does it
I
mean?
think I just like the mystery.
Yeah. But yeah, no, unfortunately, like in all the bouquets and things that you look
Cool.
into, they're not quite.
Thank you.
Gwendolyn, guys, are you buying anything else? Or are you all quite happy to start
Just
setting off?
Stocked up on rations, and I'm just daydreaming a little bit whilst I've been sat around.
Just tuning my loot.
And we've all got rations, right? I've just written down that I've got rations and taken the gold away.
That's
In a
how buying
role-playing
things works.
masterclass.
That was the Oscar goes to Vicky Gaskin for her portrayal of person buying rations for 3 gold.
and paying for them.
Audiences say I could hear the gold pieces landing in the till.
So you all gather together and make your way slowly out of the city. Is there a marching order? How are you travelling? Anyone riding Bessie?
Well, I never mind riding her, but does someone else want a turn?
Take turns as we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Bessie can take 2 at a time.
Yeah, exactly. She can.
I'd walk. I'm fairly heavily armoured. It wouldn't be fair on the poor animal. I'll walk.
I feel like I've ridden her for quite a while now, guys. I'll let you guys take over for a bit.
Go on, Orin and Gwen, hop on.
Okay.
I'll just play my loot in the back.
Orin's in the front.
Are you heading for the next town over that's marked on the map, which is called Rosthall, or are you moving sort of more directly towards your destination? Rosthall is kind of on the edge of the Lake Ward, so it's sort of maybe a good stopping point, but you could circumnavigate it a little bit more and head more directly northward.
We could get information from people.
Yeah.
It's not
we
that
don't know
far.
exactly
it's not
where
that
we're going,
far
do
out
we?
the way. No,
No,
I think
no,
it
not
can't
at
do
all.
any harm.
No, Rosthall is maybe like 3 or 4 days journey, basically. It's not far at all. This area is a little bit hillier than the trip from Tillisham over. So, you know, there's a little bit of going up and down, but if you're heading in that direction, like the road itself is very obvious and very well worn. So in that, you quite a lot of the time don't have to think about how it is that you're travelling, you just sort of follow the road.
While we're going, I think Juna's going to get out the wand from Lady Vondel, the starry wand, and just sort of see what it does or if it does anything. So she's just going to sort of try and gingerly but gently point it at a tree.
Oh, amazing. As you do so, there is a little arcane sort of energy that sort of fizzles in it. The little stars light up, and then a little burst of glittery colour sort of bursts out at the end, like silvery and yellows. And as it hits the tree, the entire tree just like ripples with a silvery outline. It reminds you quite a lot of the way Gaius has used fairy fire previously.
Okay.
Oh.
Nice.
That's what it does. Essentially, it's
That's a handy little wand.
called the Wand of Revealing. And it casts fairy fire. You can do that 3 times a day.
That's handy.
Especially when the spell slots have been burnt up and we're in a desperate situation.
Yeah.
That's a handy spell.
Yeah, as you're sort of travelling out on the road, is there anything anyone wants to talk about? Are you sort of keeping quiet? Gaius, I assume, is just playing lots of music to people.
When we were sat around with the flowers and we asked Orin a bit about his family, Gaius, we didn't get around to asking you about yours.
Gaius plays a slight off chord. Yeah. Oh yeah, my family. Well, you know, I'm not from around these parts, and my family were a bunch of bards. You know, big old company. Mom was a great performer. She was a juggler. She was the best juggler. She could juggle anything. She could juggle candles that were lit, and she would blow them out one at a time. And Dad was awesome. He would throw swords in the air, and he'd catch them with his teeth. And then my sister, she could breathe fire. And then my little baby brother, he played the lute as well, but not as well as I.
Wow. Insight check.
Yeah.
15?
Yeah, he's not telling the truth.
Well, that sounds interesting, Guy. It almost sounds like a storybook, like it's not completely true. She kind of gives him like a little look that's kind of like,
All right, okay. I didn't want to say this, fine, but my baby brother is actually much better than me.
Yes.
Fine. Guy, you can share with us what you want to share with us. Just want to get to know you a little bit better, that's all.
Yeah. Like, I'm telling you the truth. Promise.
She looks at him with big eyes.
Oh my god.
You promise, do you?
Yeah. And he goes back to, like, playing his, like, lute.
Gwendolyn just kind of chuckles and it kind of gives him a pat on the shoulder, just like, that says, I know you're lying to me, but it's okay.
Guy feels a little bit of a heavier feeling in his chest, like he's just, for the first time in a very long time, he's told a lie, and he doesn't feel good about it. And that's it.
At some point in the walk, at some point when he's away, Orin will just sidle up to Guy. I'm assuming that conversation was public. Was that conversation public?
Probably.
I feel like it was more like, tell us about your family,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. At some point then, Orin will just, at some point walking along, sidle up to Guy and just go, do you remember in that room in the Vondells when the table went weird and we all saw bits of people's lives?
Oh, yeah. Who did I see? I saw, like, some weird, I think it was Juna, like part of Juna's life. That was crazy, man.
Right. Yeah. No, I just had a little look into your life. I just thought I should let you know. You know, I don't want to seem like I'm prying. Just saw you and your mum. That's all.
You saw my mom? Whoa, wait,
Yeah.
when?
Well, in the vision.
Yeah, but what happened to her?
Well, she was talking to you. She seemed pretty proud, to be honest, of you.
Oh, she was proud of me. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. My mom thought I was a great singer. She really did. She thought I was the best of the best. And we didn't come from places, we didn't come from a place where like that wasn't necessarily valued. And she just really appreciated it. And that stuck by me for a really long time. I got a thing about mothers, I say really loudly in the direction of Gwen.
Good.
I think everyone should know that, Mom. That's a terrible accent. I'm really sorry, guys. Yeah, well, that's nice. That's nice that you saw a nice part of my life. It's been a few ups and downs, but you saw a good thing just then. Yeah.
She seemed proud. That's a nice thing.
Yeah, she was a great gal.
You say was?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, she's not around anymore.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, she's 6 feet under. She's dead. She's hey, what you gonna do? It's life, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
And he's like looking down at his feet.
But okay, I'm sorry to hear that, Guy. But she seemed like proper proud of you, from what I saw. That's a nice thing. Thanks,
buddy. Yeah, I forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me. That was a really good day.
Good. Sorry I can't share it with you.
Well, you did a bit, and that's nice. But yeah, that was a weird day.
What was happening in it? I just saw a party and you performing, I think, and maybe doing some magic.
My mom had like a really, really good day, and like she had a lot of her friends around, and I can never remember like what the thing was that she did so well, but yeah, she had all her friends around and stuff, and I didn't do magic necessarily, but like at the time, like, no one really was interested in like music and that sort of thing, and then everyone was getting really sleepy and the fire was getting low, and then I sang this song. I was like probably like 8 years old, little scrapper underneath the table, and just sort of popped out while everyone was relaxing and chilling, and I sang a song, and like that was when Mom said that I cast a spell over everyone, and that was magic. And everyone gave me a round of applause, and that's when I knew that, like, I had a gift for music.
Yeah.
And she wanted me to spread that with the world. And, unconsciously, he just starts to play again that same song, just very delicately, as they're walking. What about you? I know you mentioned that you got things about home and family you weren't really happy about, but like, same with me, like, not all the days were good, but there must have been a good day at one point. Do you remember any good days?
Well, I don't really remember my family at all.
What about like a day growing up? When you were a young scrapper?
I guess, well, there was some better days.
I got a question for you. When did you get to be so, like, into, like, fixing things and making things and, like, how did you get into that? You could have been a butcher, a baker, a candlestick maker, but instead you came up with being a tinkerer and an inventor of things. Like, where did that come from?
I don't know if I'd have been a very good butcher or baker. I don't know. I got into it, a few years ago now, actually. I've tried quite a lot of other things first.
Like
none
what?
of them. I did a bit of smithing, and a few other bits and pieces. None of them really seemed to stick. Didn't quite have a natural aptitude for them, I guess. Tinkering, messing around with stuff though, that just that makes sense. It's always kind of made sense, I guess. Like, you get a thing in your hand, a contraption, a thing that's broken, and like, I just know how it's broken and what I can do to fix it. I don't know.
Yeah, I get that. It's like with a song, when you hear, like, a song that isn't complete, and you think, I need to fix that or finish that, and then you write the rest of the song, and something just clicks in your head, I suppose.
Yeah. Like, I can see how it's meant to look, and how it's meant to work, even if bits of it aren't there, or I haven't quite figured it out yet. Like you can see, it almost like tells you what it wants to be sometimes, like, and how it's meant to work.
That's really cool. How old were you when you thought this, when you started, like, you got this epiphany?
I guess, I don't know, I suppose I was in my teens. I guess, if I really think about it, I don't exactly know how old I am.
No way!
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, you're quite young looking, and like, David, can I make an insight check?
That,
how old do I think he looks?
Probably looks late teens, early 20s, maybe to mid 20s.
Okay.
It's hard to tell because even though Orin is human, like, he is much shorter than most humans, so like that is slightly throwing you off, that it makes him look younger a little bit.
Okay, yeah. You always have quite a youthful face to you, so I always assumed you were, like, the youngest of us.
I don't really know how old everyone else is, to be honest.
Well, I'm give or take a year or two, I'm about, like, 26, 25.
Oh,
and,
right, okay.
And Kidu, I mean, yeah, to be fair, not the best person to ask first. Yeah. Oh,
yeah, his keeping track of time is questionable,
yeah.
I think it's fair to say.
That's true.
However old he thought he was, +6.
Yeah.
Gwendolyn, how old are you?
I'm 20.
Oh, yeah, that tracks, yep. And, well, we all know that Juna is a very healthy 36, she's...
Absolutely. And you should never ask a gnome
Give
their
or
age.
take.
But of
I'm
course.
not ashamed that I'm 200 years old, give or take. I'm proud of those years. What about you, Orin? How old are you?
Ben desperately tries to figure out how old actually Orin is. I guess I've always sort of assumed I'm 24. Making up numbers, guys. Making up numbers. D&D.
It's canon now.
It's canon now. He's 24, or at least he thinks he is.
Yeah. Well, there you go, see? Like, you've already created amazing things in the space of your years, so imagine, give yourself an extra 10 years. Who knows what you'll make?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the plan anyway.
Yeah.
Make cool stuff.
Just remember, with great power comes great responsibility. And I came up with that. No one else did.
Insight check. No.
Spider check.
Are my spider senses tingling?
Grace here, keeping you updated with all things No Small Roles related. We are back with our first episode of 2021 and we are delighted about it. As you know, we've been trying to work out a release schedule which is sustainable for us alongside our other commitments. So, from now on, the last Sunday of the month will be our Sunday off from the main storyline. Either we'll be having a break, or we'll be releasing fabulous bonus content. For example, on the 31st of January, you'll get to listen to our next instalment of No Small Questions. Talking of No Small Questions, we are going to be trying something a little different this month. If you are one of our Patreon subscribers, you will be invited to join us on Zoom on the 20th of January at 8 p.m. GMT. Superfan Sam will have David, Vicky, and guest player Sarah Gain in his hot seat, ready to ask your questions sent in via social media. However, patrons joining us on Zoom will have the opportunity to ask their questions to the cast in person. Now, if that sounds like something you'd love to join us for, you are in luck. To help kick off 2021 with a bang, we are offering you a brilliant bargain on Patreon access. You can pledge as little as £1 and get access to all Patreon perks this January. To sign up, go to patreon.com/no small roles. Click on Become a Patreon, scroll down and choose one of our existing tiers, or scroll further and click on Make a Custom Pledge to make a custom pledge of whatever you please. We already have some marvellous stuff on the Patreon, so why not take advantage of our January sale and check it out. You can also find more information on our social media. We are at No Small Roles on Twitter and Instagram, and you can find us on Facebook by searching No Small Roles. Roles spelt ROLLS. We are so thrilled to have some of you already signed up to our Patreon. This week, no small shout-outs go to Shantini Humbier, Matt Hudson, and Hannah. Hopefully I have pronounced those all right, but if I haven't, let me know. You all have our eternal gratitude, our heartfelt thanks, and we are sending big love and big rolls your way. As always, if you are enjoying the podcast, which if you've made it to episode 21 with us, we hope you are enjoying it, we would love it if you would rate and review us on places like iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcasts. That's all from me for now. Let's get on the road again.
So the rest of the day, the weather is actually quite nice, sort of, as it's sort of passing through spring, it is slowly getting warmer. And so the rest of the day, the journey is quite comfortable for you all. It's sort of some of you take turns riding Bessie, and then you rest up in the evening. Is anyone taking watch? Is Gwendolyn going to set up her...
Yeah, Gwendolyn always is setting up her little security system. Sometimes she adds in some sticks just because, you know, she's still like that.
Fair enough. Yeah, is anyone taking watch at any point?
Oh, yeah, I'll take first watch.
I'll take watch with him as well.
Sweet.
In which case, can the both of you make perception checks, please?
Oh, that's not good.
No. 3.
Yeah, I got a 7.
In which case, you notice nothing. Nothing. Is that you're convinced it's a very calm, nice night? It's a clear sky, so the stars are shining down. Are the two of you going to chat about anything whilst make some general chit chat?
No.
From that, yep. You don't have to. Just offering.
Nothing
out
pressing
in
in my
case you have
mind.
something you
Just
Cool. In which case, you hand it over to whoever's up next for a watch.
I'll take next watch.
Yeah, I'll go with Gwen.
Nice.
Could both of you make perception checks then, please?
Yeah. Oh, 21.
Ooh.
7.
Oh, Gwen.
I know. Gwendolyn's kind of, she's got out gubbins where not many people are out, and she's just like kind of like sewing like some extra like buttons onto gubbins that she's kind of just like anything she's like kind of, she's maybe taken a button off her coat and just like thought, oh, I'll just make Gubbins' nose a bit more nice, and Yeah.
Just to clarify, Gubbins is your sock puppet, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Gaius hasn't met.
Oh yeah, you
Gubbins.
weren't there.
No, I just listened to an episode where like David like spiels what happened, and I was just like, huh, okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Orin, with your 21, was it?
21.
Yeah. There's the weirdest sense that you can still hear music, like a little pipe, a little flute. It's playing quite distantly, but it's a similar tune that you heard when Gaius made you walk 15 feet.
Oh. Gwen? Gwen, can you hear any music?
I don't think so. I'll just check it's not my music box.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's closed. Gwen listens very intently.
Make another perception check, Gwendolyn.
14.
No, you can't hear any music.
No, I can't hear anything.
It just sounds a little bit like that tune Gaius played on the pipe. I just can't get it. I don't know, maybe it's just stuck in my head or something, but
Maybe. Perhaps there's something that I'm not perceiving.
you seem a very perceptive person. I can't imagine there'd be anything you wouldn't perceive there, Gwendolyn.
I suppose I'm a little bit distracted, but I mean, where are we? Are we in a forest? Or are we in a field? Are we?
So the landscape's been fairly like hilly and grassland, and there's been a few little copses of trees, but yeah, you've probably set up just a little way off the road, sort of by a few
Wild
trees.
camping.
Yeah, exactly, like open field around you though.
I mean, perhaps it's something magical. You know, magic isn't really my strong point.
Oh, that's the thought. Hang on. I'll pull out my goggles and start spending 10 minutes tuning them to magical detection, if I may.
Absolutely.
And Gwendolyn's just trying to listen really hard.
Sorry, I'll tinker quietly. I can see you trying to listen.
She's just like cupping her ears to like try and increase their ability, and they're already quite big ears, so she's just like trying to make them really big to hear everything.
So beyond when you sort of put your goggles on, beyond the things that you would have expected anyway, there are a few extra new pings of magic amongst your group.
Ooh.
And the first is your book of notes. Your little book of notes is pinging up as a conjuration sort of spell, which makes sense with its message sending quality. The other thing that interestingly is magic is Juna's tea caddy.
Oh. Is Juna asleep?
Juna
Yes.
is asleep currently, yes.
And so is Ruana. They're cuddled up together.
Oh.
Can I tell without picking up the tea caddy? Is it the tea caddy itself that's magic?
Yeah, it is the tea caddy itself. It's giving off a slight conjuration feel.
You know that tea caddy you got, Juna? Did they tell you it was magical?
I mean, I did tell them that my friend liked magic, and so something magical would be useful.
But they didn't tell you it did anything?
No, not particularly. I know that there's the focus thing in there, but that's inside it. I mean, you're saying the actual thing is magic?
Well, it looks to me like the tin itself is kind of glowing.
Can we pick it up?
Well, yeah, it depends.
How tight is it to
I was going to say, Juno, where have you kept it on yourself?
Just sort of next to her. I don't think she's particularly like clinging onto it or anything.
Just sort of like with her bags and stuff.
Yeah.
Perhaps we could investigate, and then we can tell Juno with a surprise, or maybe we should wait. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well,
We could.
I've got a little bit of an idea.
Yes.
Hang on. Let me pull out my. He reaches into his bag and he pulls out the little pearl that he bought in the shop earlier today, and sets to work with the goggles for about 10 minutes, fiddling around until eventually there's sort of like a little like focusing dial sort of attached to the front of the goggles with the pearl in the middle of it, and then pops the goggles on, clunks the pearl into place, so he's sort of looking sort of through the pearl, through one of the lenses of the goggles, and casts Identify, please.
Nice.
This whole time, Gwendolyn's just been like so excited, but like trying to like not just touch the tea caddy, but like I want to know what it is.
So as sort of you identify, you start seeing almost like design elements sort of appearing around it in an arcane fashion that are very similar to how you've scribbled notes for yourself beforehand, and just slowly and surely they sort of start explaining how this little box works, and it is a tea caddy of holding.
No way.
You get the impression it doesn't necessarily hold a lot of things, but it can hold 10 items. And if you lift the lid thinking of the item, rather than the tea being there, the item will be there instead.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Gwen.
Yeah. Tell me, Orin. Tell me. Orin.
Watch this. And he's gonna pull out. What's he got on him? Come on, DMD Beyond. Don't fail me now. What does Orin own?
I don't know who's more excited, Orin or Ben.
I am so excited. I'm so excited by this.
I'm really excited. I thought that maybe I just hadn't spent enough money for it to be a tea caddy of holding.
Did you? Is that what you wanted?
Yeah.
Oh my god! That is such a cool
in
thing.
a slight explanation to listeners is obviously I did have a bit of a discussion with everyone as to what they might have wanted to buy their gift recipients. So there was a little bit of like options available, and depending on what it is that they were searching for, they came across things that were to their liking. And yes, one of the things we discussed with Grace was tea caddy of holding, but this is when she's learning about it, which is fun.
Yay.
That is
a bit of
really
magical
cool.
item homebrew.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, Orin's got like hammers and things about it.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, sorry. I don't know why I literally forgot anything about my character. I feel like Guy asked him lots of questions and it all fell out my head. Yeah, he'll pop a little hammer in and he'll shut the lid and then he'll open up the lid and show Gwen. And I assume the hammer's not there?
No, it's just a tea caddy.
Gwen.
What? Yeah.
Putting the lid back on. Think of my hammer.
I'm thinking of your hammer.
Okay. Open the lid.
Open the lid.
And yeah, the tea is gone, and in its place is the small hammer.
It's your small hammer.
Yeah, that's not the cool thing. The cool thing is this is a magical tea caddy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. This can like hold things, like more than just tea.
Oh my goodness, Juna's going to love that. She loves getting things. Oh my.
She loves tat.
Loves some tap.
It's going to be a tea caddy of hoarding. And holding. Oh look, and there's an optional strap as well.
Oh wow.
It was one of the items already in the box.
Just had to think of it.
For evening wear.
It's like a clutch.
Wow, wait.
So, Orin, aside from discovering the magical nature of the tea caddy, the other item that pinged up in your group was Gaius's new pipe, his new flute. And that was giving off an enchantment sense. When you cast the spell earlier, that's what you noticed.
Oh, right, okay, so I noticed the enchantment was coming from his pipe?
Yes. Again, like, assumedly you've seen, like, whereabouts he's put it in his pockets and bags and things, and the enchantment aura is coming from it.
So listening to the sound again, listening out really carefully for the sound, does it feel like that's where it's coming from?
No, it feels like it's just in your head or really far away.
I still feel like that music or sound is coming from somewhere still, Gwen. You can't hear it at all?
I can't hear it at all.
Hang on, one
Perhaps
step.
you're just too tired.
Well, I'll tell you what, it sounds a little bit like this. I'm going to use magical tinkering, if I may, to produce a non-verbal sound. I'm going to hold a quill to the lid of the tea caddy for a minute and play it almost like a record player and just play the sound louder, the one that I'm sort of hearing in my head.
Yeah, Juna, can you make a perception check?
Okay.
While she's asleep.
Yeah, exactly. And they're sat next to her playing music.
Oh no, we're these people.
14.
The two youths.
14. There's probably enough to wake you up, actually, just a little bit. So you like open your eyes a little bit, and there's like Orin with a thing on your tea caddy suddenly playing like flute music.
What's going on?
Oh,
Sorry, Juna.
Sorry, we've been really loud.
Why are you playing music in the middle of the night?
Orin can hear it in his head, but I can't hear it.
Yeah, I'm hearing this weird musical sound. It's a bit like Guy's flute from yesterday, the day before, 4 days ago, 18 days ago. Time. When was it?
Yesterday.
a bit like Guy's flute from yesterday.
Oh, so this is the sound that's in your head?
Yeah. This is what I'm hearing, but like really quiet and faint. And Gwendolyn can't hear it at all.
Oh. I'm assuming I can't hear it either now, am I?
No, beyond like Orin playing it again, you can't hear.
That's Weird.
Yeah.
Can you hear where it's coming from?
It just sounds like it's distant and from no specific direction, am I right in thinking?
Yeah, no, like just really far away.
Just sort of around, everywhere. I don't think there's anything we can do about it.
Maybe it's time you got some sleep, Orin.
Yeah.
See if it's still there in the morning.
Yeah, good idea. Okay.
I don't mind staying up a little while longer, anyway.
Okay.
I haven't done a watch. Me and Ruana can take the last watch.
Well, if you're sure.
Yeah, and
I'm just going to finish off what I'm doing, my sewing, but then I'll go to sleep if you're happy.
Stay up
with
if you want to, but I'm fine. I'm fine staying up with Ruana.
that. Okie dokie.
Before Gwen goes to bed, Juna's going to take out the wand that she was checking earlier with the stars on and just say to Gwen, like, look, Gwen, I know you don't need this, and I'm not giving it to you because I think you're going to need the magic in it, but I think you need this so that every time you look at it, you can remember this new path that you're on. So take it. You may never need to use it, but I want you to remember that I think you're on the right path. I think it suits you.
Oh, thank you, Juna. I might need a little bit of practice. Perhaps you can help me do some practice.
Yeah?
Now? Can I have a go?
Point it at something, but something quite far away from all of us.
What can I see? A tree in the distance?
Yeah, there's some trees. There are some like smaller bushes.
Okay. I'm going to go for a small bush. Yes. Okay.
Point it and mean it.
Point it and mean it.
Can you make an intelligence check, please, Gwen?
Sure. That's an 11.
Yeah, so that's enough to cast the spell. It takes you a moment that it doesn't quite work, and then after a while, suddenly, it starts almost vibrating, and the stars glow a little bit, and then this spark of glittery energy flies out, hits the bush.
Ooh, that's pretty.
But it's quite dangerous.
Oh, okay.
So don't use it lightly. But I think you're. It'll remind you that you're not who you used to be, and you're who you're becoming.
Yes. Thank you, Gina. That's really lovely. I've always been a bit of a klutz with magic, so it's nice to think that you trust me with it.
I do.
But if I do mess up with it, I will give it back.
Deal.
Right. Well, I'll leave you and Rowana to it. She snuggles down with Gubbins to sleep.
Gina, if you could make a perception check, the last one.
13?
13. Yeah, again, the night passes quite nicely. Nothing of any danger alerts you. You're quite happy sat there chatting with Ruana for a little bit. As the sun rises, I assume that you're making breakfast for everyone?
Yes. And just for the record, Ruana is quite happy in her new form as an Almirage, and she's quite happy to stay that way for the time being.
Nice. Little bunny rabbit.
Yeah.
So, all of you the next morning, having been awoken by Juna's glorious cooking, you set off again, and the sky is sort of clouding over a little bit more. Today is a little bit colder than it was yesterday, but the journey takes you through a little village that you decide to stop in, as it's about midday. You should probably stop and have some lunch or whatever. The village itself is only about 10 or 12 buildings big. It's really not much, more like a little hamlet. But as you're sort of making your way toward the only tavern in the place, you do one thing that catches your attention, all of you, is 2 soldiers stood outside the front of the tavern with a keg on a table and cups. They seem to be chatting to people, and these two soldiers each have red armbands with silver wings on them.
Oh God!
And as you approach, one of them waves to you and says, "We're recruiting for Lord Berrien's army. Would you like to sign up? A free drink? I mean, the drinks are on the house anyway. Help yourself to a drink." And then, we're all getting behind him, as he's the rightful king. That's what we believe. So one of the soldiers, sort of a human, sort of walnut skin, sort of shaved head, sort of a little bit of he's not shaved for a few days, so it looks a little bit rough, but his uniform is at least quite well. Next to him is a younger woman with sort of a chalky half elf with her hair tied back again, quite what's the word? Not refined. strictly,
Severe?
Austerely.
severely, austerely. She looks like a soldier. Her hair,
Regimented.
the way she's regimented. That's a good word. Yeah, she's tied her hair back quite a regimented way. So
In a Croydon facelift.
yeah, and she looks less sort of scruffy than the guy next to her. But she's sort of handing out drinks to people and then gesturing for them to sign a piece of paper. And the chap's like, "Yeah, come on, grab yourself a drink, sign up."
We're not very thirsty, are we?
No, thank you.
No, we're all right, thank you.
I'll take one for the road. Why not?
Guy.
Yeah, all right, here you go. Have a drink. Hands it over to you guys.
As he holds it, Juna bumps into him as if by accident, knocking the drink out of his hand and going, "Oh no, I'm such a old lady klutz."
Juno, what the heck? I'm so sorry, my...
That's all right. We've got plenty of drink. You want another one?
Yeah, I
No,
do.
we're...
No, it's just...
Juna wags her finger at Guy and says, "No, we're not thirsty," and casts message saying, "Do not drink it." I'll explain why later.
Okay, yeah, you know what? That's true. You know, I've been really good, and I don't want those extra calories, you know what I mean? And thank you very, very much for the free drink.
No worries at all. We're just doing our part in raising support for Lord Erlemus Berian. You know, we like I say, he's definitely the rightful king. Don't want that Prevost, that Timon, whatever his name is. He can't be. He wants to ruin the country. That's what he wants.
Who does, sorry?
Timon Prevost.
Timon Prevost. Oh.
You know, he's half elf. He's an Aelish sympathiser. That's what I think.
Sympathiser with what?
Well, he don't want a monarchy no more, does he? He wants to ruin our country, introduce back what we got rid of on the Mortal Uprising. Whereas you could trust in Berian to keep things as they are. Help us folk who want to protect the country as is.
Does he rule over this? What town are we in anyway? What is this?
Oh, this is Alfeld.
Alfeld?
Yeah, AHLFELD. For some reason, this man spells it out.
Thanks very much, I appreciate that. Could you spell it out one more time? Because I didn't write it down.
AHLFELD. Alfeld.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Thanks
I
very
dismissed
much.
the H.
So who holds dominion over this part of the land?
This Lord, I think this comes under Lord Rostal's place, but he is considering supporting Lord Berian, so he has given us permission. And if you're happy to sign up, then you should all be heading over to Berian Fields and joining the army there. We had a rally about a week ago, and we had such glowing support from people. People have really gotten behind it. We had over 1,000 people sign up for the army.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Were you there?
I was not there personally, no.
Oh, right, okay.
That's funny that so many people would sign up just under their own influence, isn't it?
Well, exactly. That's how much they trust in Lord Berian.
Yeah.
Can I have a look at the people who have drunk the drink to see if do any of them look under more than the influence of some mild alcohol?
Yeah, make an insight check.
That's a natural one.
It's hard to tell. I mean, they're all quite cheerfully taking the free booze.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And a few of them are signing up.
Yeah, fair enough.
I was wondering if you can enlighten me on something, friend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so how is the royal selection to take place? Do people vote? Is there a contest? How is this done?
Well, it is all down to the steward deciding. And she checks out lineages to make sure that there is a suitable claim to the throne, which Lord Erlemus Berian definitely has. And then I believe there's a blood test.
And what is his lineage?
So he is second cousin of the third. Wait, he is 3 times removed from the second cousin. Am I getting that the right way? 3 times removed from the second cousin. He is a blood relative of one of the previous kings.
Oh, right.
Right.
Yeah. Because obviously the last king had no heirs, so they're having to jump back, and he has a claim to the throne through that.
You don't look like you've got much heirs either.
Like on my head, what? Oh, hair joke, right? Because I got a couple of boys, but. You know.
Vicky's so pleased with herself.
She is.
I love it.
This is what happens when I hang out with my dad on Zoom.
All right, well, this has been a lovely time. I'm sorry I can't partake of your lovely and generous nature. But we got a journey to go on.
Do you want to sign your support anyway? You don't have to join the army. Obviously, we would appreciate the show of support because we think that would help convince the steward that he is the right candidate.
We've actually already signed up at Bury Fields.
Oh, were you at Bury Fields?
Yeah. So thank you, but we're already signed up and we'll be on our way.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything illegal like writing it down on a signature twice.
Oh, I mean, no matter. They'll check that out. You don't have to worry about that.
Why does he need an army? Is he expecting things to get more serious and need to fight?
Yeah, if Prevost is to make a move, so to speak, then Lord Berrien is willing to throw down on a battlefield to prove that he is the better king.
I don't really know how that proves that you're the better king, but I'm not really into politics, so...
Well, and if it comes to it, and if that other guy does get put in charge, if the steward is stupid enough to do that to this country, then the standing army, the Berrien is building, well, we'll fight to protect this place.
So it's like a threat,
Yes, it does sound like a threat.
It's a show of strength, is what it is.
Okay.
like a threatening show of strength.
So how many people are there in this village?
In the village,
Like how many people can we see milling around?
Oh, there's probably about sort of 30 people. Yeah, some of them are going about their daily business. Some of them are clearly just enjoying the drink. There are also quite a few sort of traveling people that you can see passing through who aren't necessarily stopping. They've clearly stopped, like similar to how you have. They've stopped toward the tavern to rest before carrying on. A few carts and tradesmen having pulled up.
Friend, we have to be on our way soon.
Yeah.
There is just one last parting question as we leave. Why are you up here and also down further south in Berrien's Fields doing recruitment and whatnot? Where does Lord Berrien reside?
Oh, he's got his house is over in Forlos Vale in the capital city because he is a member of the Lord's Assembly.
Right, I thought so. Okay,
We're heading up towards Rostall. Did you say Lord Rostall was the lord of this area?
That is right. Yes.
Okay, and is this the right way that we're heading towards Rostall?
Oh yeah, just follow the main road along that way.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll take you to Rostall in about a day and a half.
Day and a half. All right.
thank you for your time.
Oh, you're welcome. You sure you don't want to drink just for the road?
Absolutely sure.
Not drinkers, is that it?
We prefer the tea.
Yeah, teetotalers us.
Oh, we've got tea. Do you want some tea?
Let's
No,
leave.
thank you.
Go.
Okay, in a very short answer, what was that about? How come I couldn't drink the booze?
Because Lord Berrien is drugging his followers.
Yeah. Gwendolyn had a bit of a experience with some cupcakes, didn't you, Gwendolyn?
Yes, they were selling pretty much everything they were selling at the rally was laced with frosting.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
I got a bit more affected by it than everybody else.
Yeah, that explains it then. Yeah. Oh, okay. Whoa, so the whole recruiting thing is just a drugs thing? A drug thing?
Seemingly.
Yeah.
That's what makes him so dangerous.
Whoa, that's creepy.
They're certainly using it to help them get more supporters and very enthusiastic supporters.
That's very
Yeah.
creepy.
I don't like the sound of this Berrien dude, and I feel like we should do something. I'm not sure what.
I mean, it's a bit above our pay grade there, I think, Juna. Hold your horses there. I don't know quite who you think we are, but
Miss Septhorn, that is one of my goals.
okay, everyone's getting a bit big for their boots. There's 5 of us.
Big what for whose boots? This has always been my journey, to see my brother on that throne, where he rightly belongs.
Okay, but with respect, Enkidu, before we go down that road, we need to go down this road first and see about these wizard things and see what we can get in terms of our money, and then we can see about that. But the thing is, yeah, we need to get your brother out your head first.
Exactly, of course. I'm under no illusions that I can accomplish this thing today, and no one knows that we exist. Well, I say we, as in everyone inside my head. So one thing at a time, but I do feel the pressure of time when I see all these men, women, children under the influence of this corrupt lord. It's... yeah, one thing at a time.
Yeah.
Certainly gathering more information will help us, or help you and everyone in there. And she points at Enkidu's head. When the time comes for them to all come back out.
Yes.
And go on their merry way if necessary.
I'm quite interested to know more about this Timon Prevost as well. He seems like he really wants to mix things up.
Yeah.
It'd be worth knowing what he knows.
Do any of us know anything about him?
Oh, yeah.
David.
He said the Aelish, right? And that's the Aelanders to the north.
Yeah.
I totally thought you said A-list. A-list.
I did. It's part of the A-list.
The elves to the north.
That makes way more sense.
I say Gwendolyn and Enkidu can make history checks.
Okay. Natural 20.
Good, because I got a natural 1.
Hey.
She's
So
just not
Gwendolyn,
interested
not
in
into
politics,
politics.
apparently.
Yeah. Enkidu, from your time training, there were some rumblings of somebody else claiming to be Herish Datharan's child. And, you were a little bit worried that was perhaps sort of circling in on Gil, but in fact, as more and more came out, it was another half-elf from further up the country that was making a bit of a noise, and people were largely shutting him down. So you're, again, having had a little bit of a time jump, you can imagine that it has gone from sort of an illegitimate heir to suddenly being a potential heir, but suddenly everyone seems to be angry about him. You're not sure why that would happen.
Okay. I just pass on what I know to the others. Yeah, what I heard all that time ago.
I mean, it sounds like he wants to shake things up from the way that they are.
Let's parallel that with my brother Gilgamesh. If people found out about him, they wanted him out of the way before he can make his claim. Are people angry at Provost for the same reason? Certain people don't want certain things about the king to come to light. Get rid of competition. There's so many variables. But anyway, I'll be interested to meet this man.
Meet him?
Eventually.
Right. Okay.
Are you okay, Orin?
Well, you and Juna are chatting away about meeting kings and influencing world events.
Yeah, that's kind of big.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a bit more concerned. I think I've got a stone in my shoe, and
But they're brand new.
I know it's all right. I can get it out. Hang on.
Getting in there.
No,
Okay.
but just yep. Yeah, there we go. I think I've got it.
There you go. Now you can go and meet a king. Good.
Yeah,
There you go.
ready now. Bring it on.
In one of the books I found in the library, Orin, a quote always stuck in my mind. The journey of 1,000 miles always begins with one step. I know it's a big road ahead of us, for everyone, but we take the steps that are in front of us and see where it goes.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I've been struggling with this spell, how do you say it again?
Prestidigitation?
That's the one. Yeah, I've been trying to copy that thing around your neck. I don't know if I can just summon it or, I don't know, I'm going off on one, how do you, and I'm walking, so let's walk. I have a few questions about casting spells.
What, are you asking me?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just general chit chat. We don't have to rope like this.
Yeah, the rest of the journey is quite calm, and again, you stop a little way out of the town, having decided that the village was not the thing for you, so you stop a little way on to have some lunch. Carry on through the afternoon, and a little bit of drizzling rain starts coming down.
David, if I may, every now and then on the journey, can I just have a listen and just hear if I can still hear the sound?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Cool, that's a natural one.
Oh, God.
Nope.
Cool. Oh, okay.
Seems to have
Stop.
gone.
That's good.
I'd like to take Enkidu to the side at some point on the journey and just say to him, Enkidu, are we going to live to regret not completely destroying that village while we had the chance at some point in the future?
Miss Epthorne, I think there's something to be said about knowing our limits. And I think Lord Berian's time will come, but beating up a few drugged soldiers who don't really know what they're saying might not help us in the long run. But no, I totally feel the sentiment.
I feel like this is the thin wedge of something that is going to get completely out of control.
It is, which is why time is of the essence. So there's nothing we can do. He has thousands of people under his control somehow. And you see all the threads are coming together. Drugs coming in from the Warden Isles, the Hex, Lord Berian with all this influence. It's yeah, it's gonna wind up to something big, but right now I don't see what we can do. Destroying this little village of 30 people. I don't... No.
It's how it starts.
It is, but something is nagging at me, saying that this is not the way.
All right. I'm glad we spoke about it.
I'm glad you brought it up. It's nice to not feel alone in this thing.
Gwendolyn is glad she didn't hear that.
I feel like the nagging voice is simultaneously the rest of us going, what? Why are we back in kill the horse territory?
Oh, Thaddeus.
The night comes, and you rest up again. Who's taking first watch?
I'll take the first watch. I took the last one last night, so...
I'll take the first watch again.
Cool. Can the two of you make perception checks?
13.
23.
Oh, nice. As the two of you are sat, are you chatting? Are you playing music at all? Are you meditating? What are the two of you doing?
I'm quite happy to have a bit of a musical interlude if you're happy to play.
Yeah,
I
sure.
can take you through a guided meditation afterwards, Guy, if you fancy.
I
It'll
would.
be nice and fresh for bed.
I would love that. Thank you so much.
Would you also like to try a cup of witch brew tea?
You know what?
Is
That's
this
the
new
one I
tea?
wanted to try. So yes, I would. Give me some recommendations. What song do you want me to sing?
Something jolly.
Okay.
Something with a kick.
I'll do something jolly with a kick, but with a slight soft edge because everyone's sleeping.
Nice.
And it sounds a little like this.
Insert music here.
Oh, this is perfect. Oh, yes.
Creating so much
Making me
work for
want
David.
making me want to dance, but in a kicky, soft way.
There we go. See, perfect. And I'd love some of that witchy brew. Thank you.
Yeah. And the witch brew is it's quite a spicy tea, actually. It's got a little bit of a kicky, soft taste to it. It's quite fragrant.
Whoever's making our branded teas is really going to come to regret that.
I'm writing very detailed notes, Ben.
Good.
Yeah. As you're resting there, though, Gaius gets to a point between songs, and Juna is a little bit distracted in brewing the tea and that. But Gaius, you do watch as Orin stands up and walks about 15 feet just away a little bit. And essentially he's moved so that he's stood roughly behind you, and he's sort of looking over at you. He seems very much asleep still.
Hey there, buddy. What you up to? What you up to? Do you want to go and watch? You gotta open your eyes, because this is just weird. Hey, Juna, does he sleepwalk?
Not that I know of. Juna looks him in the eye and does the same as she did with Enkidu in the hope that it'll work, and go, Orin!
Yeah, you can give him a little shake to wake him up.
Do I wake
he
up?
wake up?
Yeah. And Orin, you wake up finding yourself sort of stood in the middle of the thing, about 15 feet back from Gaius.
You all right, Orin? You were sleepwalking.
I don't sleepwalk.
You did just then, buddy.
Do you still hear that music, Orin?
Do I still hear that music?
Make a perception check.
Come on. I can't roll more natural ones. 11.
Yes, you do.
Ooh.
And that's where we're entering.
Intrigue.
Oh, that is creepy.
What's happening?
You have been listening to David Knight as your Dungeon Master, Ben Galpin as Orin, Chris Watts as Gaius, Daryl Bailey as Enkidu, Grace Kelly Miller as Gwendolyn, and Vicky Gaskin as Juna. Original music by David Knight. Please tell your friends, subscribe and follow us on all the social medias. Thank you for listening to No Small Roles. Anon for now.